Capricorn, welcome to Yellow Cardinal Tarot with me. My name is Carol, and this is your May 2024 monthly reading. So Capricorn, what are we going to be doing this month? I'm going to be looking at your healing map. I really want to take a deep dive into what you need to focus on this month for healing. So we're going to be looking at what your situation is that you're sitting in. And a lot of times it's a pattern that's showing up. You know, those things that just keep repeating themselves and people showing up in your space, the same types of people, and you're wondering, like, why is this happening? Maybe a decision you have to make, sometimes a struggle you're dealing with. It could be addictions. It could be, you know, like I said, it's maybe the same situation showing up. It could be something going on with people, colleague, workspace. We'll figure it out. And then we're going to look at after that in row 2, which is probably, you know, a really important part of this reading is what needs to be healed. So we need to look at what needs healing because that is what's having the biggest impact on the situation you're sitting in. And so we're going to be looking at your shadow. And we're going to be doing some shadow work. And if you're not familiar with those two terms, shadow work, I'm going to link a video at the end of this video. And I'm also going to put it in my description box. And it's called My Powerful 4-Step Guide for Shadow Work. And, you know, it's all about facing your shadow. And a lot of us don't know how to do it. Some of us don't know what it is. And it really is taking a deep dive into all that stuff that we were told when we were younger, all the belief systems we have about ourselves that are preventing us from being authentic. And we've taken it and we've shoved it down, you know, all the emotions that go with it, and we just don't want to deal with it because it's too painful. But sometimes there are gifts in our shadow, you know, things that we were supposed to do and we weren't allowed to do. And so again, we repress those because we were told we weren't allowed to. So there's a lot of gifts. There could be gifts in our shadow, a lot of emotions, a lot of stuff that we need to deal with that we really, you know, we humans don't want to look at. And so this is what this channel is about, healing. And so we're going to be taking a deep dive into your shadow in part 2 and seeing what's going on here. What you need to heal for this situation that you're sitting in. Because it is impacting it. And then we're going to look at how to heal this. You know, how are you going to heal this? It's one thing to be told what's coming up in your shadow, but it's another to, you know, so we're going to get some help from the tarot. Sometimes I'll throw in my kind of, you know, what I do for my own healing journey. I have complex trauma, so I've been on an intensive healing journey for some time now. And then finally, we're going to look at what the outcome is for you. Once you start to heal and deal with some of this, what's coming up in your shadow, what's going to be the outcome for you? You know, it's got to be something that's going to come out of this, and there will be. There's always something that comes up here. And so let's start out. I'm going to ask the tarot to give me 3 cards for Capricorn here that is going to tell me about the situation that they're sitting in. So 3 cards, please, for Capricorn. Got 1. We're getting there. Ace of Pentacles is our first one. 2 more cards, please. 2 more cards for Capricorn. Ooh, that one flipped and then it flipped back. Ooh. Okay, I'm going to... Those 2 I don't want. This one I want, which is the 3 of Pentacles. I do want to say, I don't want to tell you how many times this card has come out today. It's really strange. It just keeps coming out. And it's okay because it means something for me, especially in regards to this channel. The 3 of Pentacles. Okay, so 1 more. And I don't want them all over the floor. 1 more, please, Capricorn. For Capricorn. I think that one wanted to come out. Ooh, Justice. Justice card. Nice major arcana card for here. That just kind of landed in my hand, and I thought this was meant to happen. All right, so what needs healing? What's coming up from your shadow? 2 cards, please. 1 there. 1 more, please. Okay, we have the 3 of Cups. 3 of Cups in reverse. 1 more card for that. What needs healing? Hermit card. Hermit card is shining a light. Okay. How can I heal this? How can Capricorn heal this? 3 cards. 1. 2. 1 more. There we go. 3. Okay, so the first card you got was the Ace of Wands. There is the second ace on the table. And then you got the 9 of Wands in reverse. 9 of Wands in reverse. And the Page of Pentacles came out at the end here. How can you heal this? And finally, what's the outcome here for you, Capricorn? What is the outcome? How many did I want? 2, so I'm going to put these in. I just wanted 2. 3 came out there, so I had to put them back. 2 cards, please. What's the outcome here for Capricorn? 3 cards. Sorry, 2 cards for Capricorn. 1, 2. 6 of Wands. Is 6 of 2 sixes, the 6 of Pentacles. Okay, and then I will pull a spirit animal for you from the spirit animal deck at the end. And if I have, so I'm using the Rider-Waite right now, and I will pull from the mini tarot Rider-Waite if I need anything. All right, so Capricorn. In December 2023, at the end, I believe I put out some yearly videos for this channel and for all the signs, and I linked it in my description box if you want to have a look after. So what I did was I pulled 12 cards for each reading and 12 cards for 1 for each month. And I went into your reading and I looked at what I had for May for you that came out. And so this will be the overriding energy for this reading for the month of May. And it is the 8 of Pentacles that you got. The 8 of Pentacles speaks about this individual here, and he's working away. You know, he's chipping away at these pentacles. And pentacles is all about, it can be about our material world. It can be about our job. It can be about our health. And so I see here that you're working away at something. Like I said, it could be your health. A lot of times, you know, and this individual looks like they're quite content at what they're doing. They're quite content at their job. And so they're, you know, you don't see them very unhappy. They're doing something that they like to do. And so I'm wondering here if maybe, you know, this is something where you're starting to take a look at, you know, do I want to do something? Is there something else that maybe you're thinking of you want to do? Do I want to take my life in a different direction? Maybe there's something, you're sitting in a job where there's a possible position, a different position, a newer position, a higher position, where you're thinking of maybe I want to apply for that. Maybe you've been doing a job for a long time and you're just kind of thinking, you know, is this like, I don't know if I'm happy in this job. You know, I know I go to work every day and that's all I seem to be doing is work, work, work. That's what's taking up most of my time. And I'm not even happy in this job anymore. It's just not fulfilling, and it's really hard. It's really hard it's hard to get up in the morning to get to, you know, to do this job. Or maybe you're retired like myself. And, you know, after I'm retired, it was like I knew that there was something else I wanted to do. Not necessarily like another job, though I did actually do some other teaching, and I realized it's not what I wanted to do. And so maybe you're retired and you're thinking there's something else I'm supposed to do, something else I want to do, and you're kind of feeling that nudge. And so that's what this could be. That's kind of the overriding energy, you know, is trying to get at, you know, what is it I want to do that gives me joy, that makes me, you know, want to get up every day. And so let's begin then. So what's your situation? That would be the overriding energy. What's your situation now, right now, that you're sitting in? Well, you have a new offer on the table. A new offer from the universe. A gift that says, hey, the pentacle itself is the body. The pentacles represent the earth element, and the earth element is all about grounding. And also the pentacles is all about our body and getting back into our body. And what does that mean, getting back into your body? Well, most of us live from our head, from the ego. And it's kind of a safe place for a lot of us to live because emotions aren't up here. Emotions are in the body. And so a lot of us pretty much, you know, most of humans don't want to feel their emotions. They don't want to get into they don't want to do their shadow work. They don't want to find out what's buried that they need to heal. And so the universe is saying here, well, this is on offer here for you. This is a gift for you to get back into your body again and to start to feel some of your emotions here. And only you would know the situation here. Maybe you've been in therapy before. Maybe you have, you know, done some work with your own emotions. Maybe you've been on this healing journey for a while, and maybe you're closed off to feeling. You know, emotions are dangerous to a lot of people. They're scary. And so maybe you're saying, you know, and then that's why this offer is coming here. There is a reason here why the universe wants you to get back in your body. It's time. Let's do some grounding. Let's start to feel again. And this next card that comes up is a Three of Pentacles, another pentacle. And the Three of Pentacles for me, and like I said, this is the card that's been showing up in so many readings today, which is really interesting when a card shows up often. So it's almost like it's a sign of kind of what's going on with people in May right now. So I think I'm feeling like it's a really time of people really doing a lot of introspection here. Because this card in particular is a card that says, you know, maybe it's time for you to go back into therapy. Maybe it's time for you to start therapy. It is a card of co-creating with somebody. And a lot of us, when we're on this healing journey, we need someone else. And I know that a lot of us, if we've had therapy before, a lot of us will swear off of it and say, I just don't want it anymore. Or, therapy doesn't work, or therapy doesn't help me, and I just can't seem to get anywhere. Or maybe you've never tried it before. Or, you know, your ego can step in, which is often the case, and say, we don't have the money to do therapy. And I know, like I've been in and out of therapy all my life, and it's only about 7 years ago that I finally found the therapist that could help me. I still have her, and I probably always will. And that was one of the things that happened to me where, you know, I had to every month decide I have to spend a significant amount of money on my own therapy because I needed help and I wanted help. That's the big thing, is you got to want it. And I wanted to heal. I knew there was something wrong with me. And so the universe is saying here, maybe, you know, it's time for you to get on this healing journey again. It's time for you to start to feel. And maybe you need some help. You need someone else. You need someone beside you sometimes. And you got to try different. I've tried many therapists. And you got to get the one that's a fit for you. And because the universe here, I think that there's some, the justice card comes out for you in the situation you're sitting in. I think you want some answers. I think you want some answers. You know, I think you're looking to get to your authentic self here. That's what the sword is about. The sword here is about, the justice holds the authenticity, who you really are. And then there's a balance scale here. The balance scale is about, you know, let's get some answers here. Let's find out what the real truth is. I want to find out who I am. I want to find out who I am. Like, who the hell am I? You know, I think we've spent our life putting on all these masks for all these different people. Especially if you've had, like, you know, if you've had different jobs, you've raised a family maybe, you're raising a family, or you've just spent a life, you know, you can be a people pleaser where you've just put on these different masks for different people. And I think you're getting to a point where it's like, you know what? Let's get to the truth here. I want to find out who I am. I want to find out what I want to do. Yeah, I want to find out what I want to do. I want to find out why I'm here. What am I doing on this planet? You know, what am I here for? I don't know how many times I've asked that. What am I here for? You know, you can get some real ruts where you can, in my journaling I've written about, you know, what am I here for? I'm here for nothing, meant to do nothing. We're all meant to be here. We're all meant to be here. Every single one of us have brought gifts here with us that can be buried in our shadow. But we got to get at them. We got to get at our stuff. You know, you got to figure out what you're here for. What's buried in your shadow? What's coming up for you to heal? Because you're wanting. The universe wants you to get back into your body. The universe wants you to get maybe back into therapy, get some help to get to who you are. Who are you? So what's coming up in your shadow here for you to heal? The Three of Cups comes up. It's in reverse here. The Three of Cups is in an upright position. It's three feminine energies here celebrating victory, celebrating who they are. And Cups is all about emotions, and it really is a card of celebration. It really is a card that comes out when it says, Capricorn, I know maybe you're sitting here and you don't want to go into therapy, or maybe you've sworn off of it, or you're tired of it, but you want to find out who you are. And Capricorn, you need to realize that, look how far you've come. Oftentimes, and I get to this position, I've got to this place often during my own intensive healing journey, is I look back and I look at what I've done and I think, where have I gone? I've got nowhere. Like, I'm getting nowhere. I'm going nowhere. Why am I doing this? And I just want to quit, and I want to give up, and I'm fed up with healing, fed up with my healing journey. I just want to quit. But this is in reverse because it's blocked here and you're not realizing it. And it's saying, you know, Capricorn, look how far you've come already. You are not the same person that you were 5 years ago or 10 years ago, maybe 6 months ago. You're not that person anymore. So yes, you have changed. Yes, you have healed. Yes, you have come this far. And so it's almost like you gotta, you know, give yourself a big hug, have compassion for yourself, and say, you know, you have come this far in this journey. So yeah, it's time to celebrate. Look how far you've come. And because the Hermit card really wants you the Hermit card comes out when it wants you to go inwards again and look at some more. It's time to heal. It's time to shed some light on some more. So yes, maybe you think you've done enough. Maybe you think you want to quit. Look how far you've come. Yes, you have healed. but there is still more that wants to come out here. I do want to pull another card for the Hermit card. The Hermit card does want you to keep healing. There's still something here that wants to come out, you know, of your shadow. So let's pull one more card here. And this is the Eight of Wands here, which is very interesting because it does clarify some things, and it's in reverse here. And so the Eight of Wands, sorry, it's not the Wands, it's the Swords. Ugh, I mix those up. I know what they are. I know what the card is, and I'll describe it right, but I'll call it a wand instead of a sword. The Eight of Swords comes out here, and this tells me that you are really feeling like you can't do this because this person has a blindfold on. They don't see that they can walk away from their situation. They're feeling very trapped. And so I'm seeing here that sitting in your shadow is a part of you that just feels like you're trapped, feels like you can't do this, feels like you can't go on, feels like you don't want to, feels like you're getting nowhere. Just a real sense of like hopelessness maybe that's coming up, trapped. Yeah. And that could be related to something, how you just feel trapped, like, and maybe that's what's coming up here, you know, that you've, maybe when you were as a child or an adolescent, that there was a part of you that felt really trapped and felt like you couldn't get help or there was nobody there to support you. But the universe is saying here that yes, there are people here to support you. And when we decide to start our healing journey or go in that direction we want to go in, we're going to find the people. We're going to find the people that we need to help us. They will show up in our space. And you know, and this is what's happening here. There is someone here that will show you, that will help you. You will find that person. Put it out in the universe. Like universe, God, spirit, source, creator. Bring me somebody. Say it out loud. Bring me somebody to help me. I want to shine a light on. I want to continue my healing journey. I want to keep going here. And so how are you going to heal this? How are you going to heal this sense of feeling trapped, of wanting to go forward, but, you know, because obviously there's something else that needs to come up here that's coming up for you to heal right now. And we don't always know what it is, but there is something coming up for you. And it has something to do with, you know, feeling trapped. And so the Ace of Wands comes up for you. How are you going to heal it? Well, it's a new start. The Wands is all about taking your life in the direction that you want to go in. Wands is all about going towards your purpose, doing what you want to do, doing it for you. And so this is what you're going to do. Here's a new start for you. This is a beginning. The beginning of doing this for you, Capricorn. And the Nine of Wands comes up in reverse, but in an upright position. This is someone that's really been through a battle here. You know, you're not at the 10 yet, but you've been through a real battle already, I can see. And so what this tells me is, you know, I think as you begin, this is what I'm hearing now. It sounds like you're going to take a new step here. This was kind of like you're questioning maybe a new job, a new step in your life, a new commitment to something. And this is what you want to do. And I think here I'm seeing it's more like something you're doing for you and taking your life in a new direction. And these Nine of Wands that are coming up right here, this person here that feels like they've been in so much battle and it's in reverse. I think what you need to realize here is that I think in the past, you know, you haven't had the support around you. You haven't felt the validation from people to do this, to get on this journey to heal. Because sometimes when we get on that journey, and that's what the number 7 of Wands is. This is the number 9. The 7 of Wands is that person that's feeling so alone, that's battling all these people, that when we get on this journey, and it happened to me, where you get on this journey and people that are close to you try to pull you back down. Sometimes it's out of jealousy, or sometimes it's just they just feel uncomfortable because they can't deal with their own stuff. And so they feel very uncomfortable that you're going on this journey yourself. And so sometimes this card comes up and says, it's time. You've been through some real hard stuff here. And I can see that you've maybe been on this journey for a bit. Maybe you need to set some boundaries with some people. This can be a boundary card. Maybe you need some help setting boundaries. I think it's time here, because I can see you now. How are you going to heal this? How are you going to start your journey to heal you, right? To bring this all back to you now, because there's a new offer here, and maybe you need to set some boundaries with people, because there's a little page here, and it's a page of pentacles, another pentacle. You've had the ace of over here, and then you're going to have more pentacles here. So the ace of pentacle, all my page of pentacle, all my pages are about our inner children, our inner child. Some of us have more than one inner child. And the page of pentacles in particular is that younger part of you that wanted to be in there. If you look at all children, how they just are so much in their body, they're just so much connected to themselves. And so there's a very younger part of you that wants to feel connected again, that you need to heal, right? It's a very young part of you that wants to be grounded, that wants to get grounded, and it needs to heal. And so you're going to do that by grounding and getting in touch with that younger part of you that needs to heal. And that's going to happen once you start going back on this, back on your journey, back and getting some therapy, maybe getting back into your body. You're going to start to get in touch with that younger part of you. That younger part of you that knew, you see, because you're looking for a new direction this month. You're looking for something new here. This is the younger part of you that knew what you wanted to do. The younger part of you that knew what they liked to do. And you will, once you start getting on your journey of taking your life back, of deciding, I'm going to start doing what I want to do. I'm going to set some boundaries with some people if they don't want me to do this, because I get to do what I want to do. You're going to start to get in touch with that inner child of yours, and that needs to heal. And it's going to tell you. They're going to tell you what you want to do, where you want to take your life. That's where you're going to get a lot of your answers. What's going to happen when you start setting out on this little journey, getting in touch with your inner child, setting boundaries with people, putting you first? What's going to happen? What's the outcome for you, Capricorn? Well, the outcome for you is, this looks like a real victory, and it's going to be a victory for you for sure. This is a 6 of Wands, and the 6 has a duality to it. And we have another 6. You have 2 6s here. So there's going to be a duality on both of these cards. So this one in particular it's the 6 of Wands. It's somebody that's coming back from battle, because Wands is, Wands is a suit that gets into a lot of conflict because they're just always on the move. They're following their purpose. And this looks like it's got a victory wreath here. It looks like this individual is coming back from a battle they've been in. It looks like they're winning. They have all their support beside them. But once you start back on this journey and you start to get in touch with your younger child, and you're also going to get in touch with because I said that 6s are about duality. So you've got this card on the outside that looks like it's victory. But the other side of victory is a loss. And if you pull this green blanket, this sheet that's on this horse off, underneath that is you're going to find what you've lost, right? Because this younger child of us, when you start getting into connection with this younger child of us, when you start getting back into your body, you're going to get in touch with some things that you lost when you were a child. And usually a lot of it has to do with grieving. We need to grieve the things that we've lost. Now, you're probably saying to me, well, what kind of an outcome is that for me? Why, like, I mean, grief. Like, why would I want to do that? Why is that a good outcome? Or, why is that something to look forward to? When you can really, like, there's something like crying and sadness, but when you get into and get in touch with that real grief that you felt as a child for, things that were blocked from you, that things that you weren't allowed to do. And when you start shining a light on, why you're feeling so tied up here and what it is that's making you feel trapped. There's a lot of grief that's in there that needs to set you free from feeling this feeling of being trapped and getting back to who you are. And a lot of times that means we have to get in touch with the inner child that holds a lot of our grief. Because when you start to grieve what you've lost, that is an emotion that just washes over and washes all this yucky stuff out. And when you wash that yucky stuff out, it brings in the new for us. It brings in something new for us. And this is what you want. You want something new to come in. There is something here that wants to come in, something new. The last card you get is the Six of Pentacles. And the Six of Pentacles, again, is a 6. So there's a duality here. In this one, you have a duality of giving and receiving. You have this individual that's giving out. And these two others that the beggars are receiving. And they're only going to receive what they ask for. They're asking for, one says, oh, I think I'm worth 3 coins. And he'll dole out 3 coins because that's what you said you're worth. And the other one says, well, I think I'm worth 4. Oh, okay, we'll balance it. We'll weigh it out. We'll give you 4. And so this card is a real card of giving and receiving, and about your, whatever you feel like you're worth is what you're going to get. And so this is really a card of self-worth. And I can see here that once you start really getting in touch with your inner child, and you're also going to get in touch with, the Pentacle is all about your self-worth also. Getting back in your body, you're going to get in touch with your self-worth and start to really realize, once you start to grieve, because somewhere in there is some shame. You're also going to get in touch with your shame, and you're going to be able to start to grieve that. And that is going to really help you with your self-worth. Because somebody in here told you that you were unworthy of this that wants to come out here. And so in order to get to this new thing that wants to come out for you, you need to get in touch with that unworthiness. And you need to grieve, because that's coming up for you to deal with, is your unworthiness and some of your shame here that needs to be cleared out. Clear out that path before you can bring in what it is that you want to do. And that's how this journey works, right? You got to clear out stuff in order for new things to come in. And so let me, that was a beautiful reading for you, Capricorn, of just, it's heavy, it's a bit heavy, where you got to do the work in order for something new to come in. So let me bring a last card, final card for you, which is a spirit animal. And we'll see with the universe what animal wants to come out for you. Bring some change in your life here and help us clarify. That was 3 cards. Here we go. Oh, all right. Kind of interesting. Bobcat spirit, life is a mystery. We'll see what it says about life is a mystery. Bobcat spirit. The bobcat moves furtively and mysteriously. And when bobcat spirit appears, she brings a powerful reminder that not all things can be explained or understood through the power of the intellect. Trying to figure things out based on reason and facts will not provide you with the certainty and the comfort you seek. Bobcat asks you to trust in the great mystery and let the secrets of the universe reveal themselves through direct experience. Allow your vision to slip into soft focus, and you will see between the lines and observe what has been hidden there all along. I almost got that impression that, even because of your, the second row here, what was coming up from you, from your shadow, it was almost mysterious a bit for me, like it wasn't quite clear, but it will become more clear once you start to take a deep dive into it. Bobcat spirit helps you to trust in the wisdom and revelations that come to you and accept the secrecy and accept that secrecy is woven into the fabric of existence. No matter what, the appearance of bobcat spirit is a sign that you are being called to trust, even when what is revealed does not agree with your need for intellectual certainty. So true. We can't intellectualize everything. Sometimes it's just this feeling that comes, but it's all about, getting back into your body and start to feel and setting some boundaries here. And I think it's going to bring about some real emotions you got to work on, grieving and some shame that needs to be uncovered and healed before you can get to this new start. There is a new start coming, but there is some work on your part first. Take care, Capricorn, and I'll see you later.